product is merit and distribution is connections. For example, a great blog post that nobody sees is a great product with terrible distribution. Conversely, a really dumb article or whatever that is a piece of content that is in a feed that is seen by millions is a terrible product with great distribution. And these are actually essentially disjoint things. Sometimes you can build products that have distribution built in, like social networks or payment apps, where they're inherently viral. That's why people like them. But most of the time, these are disjoint things, and you have to put as much thought into the distribution of the product. If you're selling chairs or something like that, it's not enough to make a good chair. You need to think about, okay, how do you get to Walmart? How do you get to this distributor? How do you get on Amazon? All those types of things are critical parts of making it work. And Peter Thiel has this good line, which is that distribution is the thing that just engineers don't get. Part of the reason I think they don't get it is that it's based on, quote, connections. So it can't be just reduced to math, or at least parts of it can be, like your contribution margin and so on. But it is something where a lot of it is, quote, networking or knowing somebody. Point is that I think an enormous amount of our media ecosystem today is actually something where the product is terrible, but they've got a lot of great legacy distribution. So again, a software analogy, think about Oracle. Oracle has kind of a bad product or a declining product in many ways, at least relatively versus the open source competition, but it has great legacy distribution because it's got its hooks in all of these enterprises. The salespeople know them. It's also hard to extract it, to pull it out. How does that relate to the podcasting thing? Well, if you think about distribution, not just for sales or for companies, but for ideas, media creators can have great content, which is great product, or they can have lots of followers or lots of influential followers, which are the quantity and quality, respectively, of their distribution. And podcasters, when two people tend to do a podcast together, they tend to have comparable distribution. Because they have comparable distribution, X 100,000, Y 100,000, or X million, Y million followers across platforms, not any one platform, right? That actually it's almost like the Wild West where both people come to a saloon armed. An armed society, polite society.